Hello, welcome back everybody. It's Alpha Pickle here with another episode, and today we are going to be working on some Draconic Evolution. So as you can see, I'm in the end. I've been collecting the Draconic dust for quite a while because it's a lot more common here, in case you didn't know. This looks like some right here, and we got Vein Miner, so it's going pretty quickly. Also, if you use Fortune 3, you get way more than you can get if you still touch it, so just FYI, make sure you're fortunate in it. So we're back at our house, and this is our Draconium dust take. So we got 2,300 from that trip, so not too bad. We're going to go through that pretty quickly, though. We're just going to put it all in the system for now. I'll smelt some of it up later. I already smelted a little bit up. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys real quick. I went ahead and got the dragon egg. So I just picked it up with the cardboard bots like we used for the spawners. So then you can mine it and take it wherever you want. And just shift right click to get rid of the box. And now you can see we are generating a lot more grid power, so I can fly without having to worry about running out of power. So I'm going to move this to the spawn in preparation to craft some of the crazy things for the rainbow generator soon. Alright, so one of the reasons we need more grid power is because we are running this thing for a bit, and I wanted to put 4 speed upgrades in there, which means we use quite a bit more power, and I was having issues flying, but with that dragon mill generator, we should be good for right now. So we need 4 stacks of this red coal just to get started on one of the crafting components for the rainbow generator we want. And we probably won't get to this today, I can almost guarantee it. We might not even get to it next episode, because this thing is kind of pain in the butt to craft. We got the Draconic Flux capacitor there. That's why we're getting started on the Draconic Evolution mod. So that's kind of expensive to make, but it won't be too bad. And then we need 4 of these open cores from extra utilities too. And these things are kind of a pain to make, because 4 of these means we need 8 of these decent ones, which means we need 16 of these ones, and as you'll see, it's using a lot of diamond blocks as well. So we need 16 of these ones, which means we need 32 of these mediocre ones, which means we need a full stack of the pathetic ones, which starts out with a stack of iron blocks and 4 stacks of red coal just to get that crafting going. So that's going to be quite pricey. I don't even know if we have enough materials for it mining wise. These will be pretty easy. We should be able to do both of those. The upgrades, yeah, we can get those. We could use some of those for our machine to make it go quicker if we wanted to anyway, so maybe we'll make those this episode. And then the Draconic Flux capacitor is a bit of a pain, but I think we'll have enough to get to it. So anyways, let me get these crafted up and maybe make some of the better upgrades from extra utilities too. Look at these beautiful things. We got 8 of them. Go ahead and put some in here, see how fast it goes. So not too crazy, but I mean, for how much they cost to craft, they're kinda expensive for what they do, but that's okay. We're gonna need 4 for something else anyway, so let's open up our quest book and take a look at the Draconic Evolution quest line. I've done a few, as you can see, not a ton. But next, I think we want to work on this because it's a pretty important part, and this is how we can respawn the Ender Dragon, which we have to do quite a bit because we need more Dragon's Breath for our generator downstairs for the rainbow generator setup, and we also need more Dragon Hearts for pretty much a lot of the Draconic Evolution stuff. So let's go ahead and craft a few more of these. I made one real quick. This is the recipe. I had to go get us some gas tiers. I'll show you how I am doing that right now. But it takes 4 per dragon, so let's get 12. So that'll get us 3 more dragons. That's not too bad at all. I also believe we have enough stuff to make the this core. I didn't think we would, but I did some work and got some of our stuff gathered up, and I think we can craft it. So let's go ahead and try. For some reason that crafting recipe doesn't let you shift click. I made a stack of these. So then those are going to get turned into these guys. I should be able to get 32, correct? And this one, 16. Oh no, we're short. 1 gold block. Let's go fix that. Let's head downstairs. I'll show you how I got some more gold and such. Right here, as you can see, I got iron blocks, gold blocks, and a lapis. And basically, I set up a few more auto spawners, and I got pigmen in one of them, iron golems in one of them, and then the evoker mob, I think it's called, from vanilla Minecraft. That guy took me forever to find. I had to go pretty far. I'll show you on the map when we go back up to the surface. But the evokers drop emeralds, and you can see they drop quite a bit. I think they drop more than the iron honestly do, which is kind of surprising. So emeralds shouldn't be an issue at all. Iron drops pretty quick with the iron golem. I think I still have it set up to spawn. Yeah, there we go. As you'll see, it's spawning iron golems, and we'll get iron blocks pretty quickly with that. There's our first one, as you saw. The gold is the one I need the most, and it's the slowest to get, because pigmen only really drop golden nuggets. So let me get that one set up real quick and get us that one more gold block. There we go. I had to go grab another pig zombie because I needed this imprisonment tool for gas, and I couldn't make the fact you need gas tier to make these. So now that I got a gas captured and another one, I can collect gas tiers easier. Also, you'll notice I don't have the mob essence hooked up right now. I moved that temporarily to get some gas tiers. But right now I got the pig zombie right there, iron golem right there, and then I believe we still have our wither skeleton, and then we got the evocation villager, which is the evoker base. Then we got the redstone signals set up, which I'm gonna have to adjust those because it turns out having them set up right here, when this one gets powered, it's powering this one through the block. I was hoping these wouldn't transfer redstone power through the block, but they do. We're gonna have to figure out something for that, but it shouldn't be too difficult. So yeah, if we flip this switch now, you'll see we're getting pigmen, and we'll get gold nuggets, and we will get gold blocks eventually. And how I got it set up is it's still getting filtered out the same way it was before. All the gold nuggets, gold ingots as well, because you do sometimes get gold ingots from the pigmen drops. It's a rare drop, so we got those filtered out too, the iron and then the emeralds, and we got more of these auto crafters from Cyclic, and basically I got them filtered. So those 4 items, emeralds will go in here, get crafted into block, iron in there, gold in there, and then we got one more for the gold nuggets, and I just have it pulling out from underneath to go into this because we don't need to store the gold ingots for any reason. So it just turns it into the gold blocks, and then all of it gets pulled out, and it knows that the storage or the drawer controller can fit it, so it sends it up here, and there's our 1 gold block. Like I said, gold's the slowest one to accumulate with this setup, so it kind of sucks. And also, we have used a ton of our mob essence doing this, so we will have to kind of go easy on it, but it is nice to get some of these blocks for us. Okay, with that gold block, where did we put our cores? I must have put them back in our storage. Yes, I did. So let's get one more of these cores. That gives us that. And after that one, I believe it's this one. Let's see if I got enough diamond blocks. I think I counted correctly. I did. Look at that. Then we just need this one. And I went and got some chorus flowers from the end. I think I have enough. I do. So we got those for the rainbow generator we were just looking at. That's one of the hard parts done. We also got the upgrade speeds. These things we can get pretty easy. Last thing we need to get the actual generator is going to be the Draconic flux capacitor, which is pretty complicated, as I said, but we will get there. That's a huge step in the right direction because these things were expensive to craft. We used 32 diamond blocks. Don't know how many emerald blocks, and I don't know how many gold blocks. I think it was over a stack of gold blocks. Pretty expensive. Anyways, let's get started on some Draconic Evolution. So I already did some of this, like I said. So the basic Draconic cores, I think I made like a stack of them. This is the recipe for them, and the Draconium ingots you just get from the Draconic dust in a furnace. And then we got to make the better tier ones, which are gonna be the Wyvern core. Let's go ahead and craft some of these, just like that. And they take the nether stars, another reason we had to get that automated, because we're gonna go through quite a bit. I think the quest asked for 4, but let's get 5 just in case. For 1, better. That's nice. So we gotta choose one of these. That's kind of lame. And that much, but that. And now we can make the tools with it, is what it wants us to do, which it might require us to do before we can advance to the fusion crafting. Or not. Let's look at this quest line. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to craft these. It wants us to make 10 of them, so we'll see if we have enough supplies. We do, and then we need the fusion crafting core, which we are just making lattice blocks, I believe. Yep. We have to get fusion crafting going. That is a huge bonus. Definitely got to upgrade it to the next tier as soon as possible, so let's see what we need for that. Wyvern fusion crafting. So this one, we basically are going to have to use. Interesting. So yeah, that's kind of pricey. I don't know if we can afford that this guy. That's a lot of draconium. So we basically need 8 of these guys. So we need 8 draconium blocks. Let's see how much draconium we have left. Got 44 ingots, so let's get a lot more of this melted up for us. Alright, so let's see if I remember how to do this. I went ahead and ran some power right here for now, so we can go ahead and set up our fusion crafting injectors. No, that's not where I want that one. Place where I want, thank you. And then we can put our fusion crafting core right there. And we should be able to start our crafting. So, since we need 8 of them, let's just go ahead and get rid of that one because we're going to need it for in here. And then we put one of these, and 2 of those. Then we just got to divide the diamonds up in 4 piles, and bam, 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 bam. And I believe that is how we upgrade our core. And now it's just charging. It's going pretty quick, so that's good. I was kind of surprised. We are going to drain our power, I'm sure, doing this. But like I said, this is all to get the rainbow generator. Once we get the rainbow generator, power is not going to be an issue for a long time, if ever. So as you see, the charging's done, and now it's doing its awesome crafting, so that's cool. And here we go, it's finishing up now, and that is number 1. So since we got to use these to upgrade into the wyvern ones, we can basically place the wyvern back. Let's take the block out first, mine this one, and then we can place the upgraded version, and it has the same function, so it's not a big deal. And then we can place this one back in there and start again. So that's how we'll upgrade all 8. We'll just basically cycle them out. And then we can see if we can get to the next step. Also, a little tip, if you're doing these crafting, the fusion crafting, you can shift right click these things with, I think you might have to have your fist open. Let's see. You got to have an open hand. And single item mode inactive means you can put a whole stack of items in. And if you put single item mode active, obviously you'll only put 1 item in at a time, even if you're holding multiple. So we're holding 6, it's only going to put 1 in. So that's pretty handy to do. And then just right click to get your items out, obviously. Let's throw this one down. And we will put all 6 back in there. Throw that in there. So we're already on number 3, so not too bad. That purple look pretty cool. Anyways, this is gonna pretty much do it for the rainbow generator. We just needed the wyvern tier fusion crafting to get this part, I think. Maybe it's awakened core. Yeah, to get the awakened core. So as you'll see, it says fusion crafting and it says tier wyvern. So we have to have 8 of the wyvern injectors to craft this item for the rainbow generator. But other than that, it's just gonna be a ridiculous amount of resources, as you might see, to craft all this. But other than that, we can make it. So again, wyvern tier to make the awakened draconium block. That's something I'll have to work on the next few episodes off camera, because again, we're gonna need a ridiculous amount of resources. And one other thing I wanted to show you guys is how I was getting our gas tiers. So for some reason we can't use the duplicator down in our room for the gas. I think it's because it's just crowded of an area, it won't allow it to spawn. So I just set this little quick shenanigans up right here, and I just whack them with my looting sword. And I usually turn on my magnet because then I can just not move. And we can just stand here. They don't spawn super quick, but not bad. As you can see, I got 6 gas tiers already. So at least we don't have to go hunting them in Nether anymore. So just wanted to show you guys how I was getting gas tiers at this point in the game. Another thing I wanted to show you guys with the Draconic Evolution, one of the quest lines asks you to make these Dislocators. They're pretty cool. They can do quite a bit. I'm just going to show you some basics of them right now. So I got one. This one is bound to basically our house right here. And I also made these Dislocator pedestals, which are like the basic way to make these indefinite, because otherwise you can use them on like your hotbar and teleport to where you want to. So I think if I right click, yeah, but you'll see it takes damage and it only has, I think, 20 uses. Yeah, 19 uses remaining. So if you put them on these pedestals, they are no longer take a charge when you use them, so you can basically use them forever. And the reason I wanted to make these is because I believe these work cross dimensions. We're gonna go to the Nether, and since I still have my Nether portal set clear over here, I figured we can set one up to spawn us in the Nether, and I'll just place it right where the Nether fortress is. So right over here where our Nether fortress is, we place one. Let's do it right here. So if we shift right click with this one, it's gonna take us right here now when we use it. Stupid blaze. So obviously to get back, we'll want to place the one that takes us home. So now if it takes us straight back to our house. Here we are. And then we can place this one here, and same thing, and we can label them and do whatever. Also make portals, which is pretty cool. We're gonna do that later because it's not, but you can make them into, you can make a portal out of the Draconic mod, and it'll be like another portal, but you can choose where it goes with the Dislocators. So they're pretty cool. We'll be using them later for sure, because then we can just have a huge portal room to take us to like the end, take us to the Nether, all kinds of stuff like that without having to go through Nether portals and stuff. And plus we can choose where these go, so that's kind of handy. Anyways, that is going to be it for this episode. Sorry if it's a bit short. I have been very, very busy in real life. We are moving right now. We just had a baby, so very busy, very hectic. But I'm going to try to get settled in. We are moving this week, so getting a couple episodes done and then hopefully get settled in there. And hopefully the audio and stuff will sound a bit better because I'll be able to reset up all my soundproofing and stuff like that. So cool stuff, and hopefully next episode we can either work on finishing up our generators so we can get the rainbow generator soon, or we might work on the storage method we're going to use to store all the crazy amount of power the rainbow generator is going to get us, because it's going to get us a ridiculous amount of power. We're not going to be storing it in these silly energy cells from thermal expansion anymore. We're going to have to upgrade our game a little. So lots of cool stuff on the way. It's just a matter of gathering resources right now for that Draconic mod. It's just, this stuff's so pricey to make. So pricey. But once we get this rainbow generator and get our power going, so we don't have to worry about power at all anymore, we can start automating crazier things like the mobs, for instance. We can supercharge that and pretty much run it 24/7 if we got plenty of power, and a couple other things. So that'll be cool. But anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.